What's up, y'all? Erroneous here, back with another Raid Shadow Legends video. Today's video, I want to go over the 10.60 highlights for the upcoming quality of life features in the game, and boy, are they some good ones. So let's get into it. All right, so behind me, I do have the 10.60 update highlights. Tons of quality of life improvements, blind matchups in Arena. Blind matchups are going to be amazing, especially for Platinum tier. That's what players have been asking for many years. So I think that's fantastic. Super Raids event and Minotaur is coming to the game soon. Minor improvements to the clan shop is always welcomed, as well as siege updates, Doom Tower, and more. So let's see what they're covering in these highlights. So first off, Classic Arena Shadow Phase. Over time, they receive much feedback about powerful clans teaming up against others in Classic Arena Platinum tier. While such cooperation is perfectly understandable, we want to ensure the Platinum tiers remain fair and open challenge for everyone. To that end, Shadow Phase will be introduced in 10.6 update. So what they mean by that is a lot of clans are actually boosting themselves. So like every video game, there's always an added feature where people just boost themselves. I guess it's not an added feature on purpose, it's just there. So to exploit, right? So there's always going to be an exploit in games, and that's for people trying to grind for the best golden guns in Call of Duty, Marvel Rivals. People try to grind for their Lord icons, so on and so forth. But in Raid, it's let's go ahead and grind for PvP Arena and make sure that Johnny gets #1 in Arena today, or make sure that we're purposely hitting a certain player so they can't hit a certain top tier in Platinum Arena. So yeah, this is going to be great so that you don't even know who you're hitting unless players. Now, there could be a loophole. Players could communicate with each other. Like if you see a team like this that has +4s of this and they have this specific blessing that you see or something, or they have something, you know, like basically mainly it's just 4 different character types, which honestly, it'll be difficult. I'm saying this just because there could be some ways people could maneuver in the system, right? Once it updates. Who knows? We'll see what happens when it actually comes out. So it says it'll be activate bi-weekly on Monday, last for 8 hours before the arena reset. All information about your opponents in the Platinum tier will be concealed for the duration of the Shadow Phase. So it'll only activate bi-weekly though. So it's not every week. So there's going to be weeks where you're doing Platinum reset and it's not even concealed? That's weird. No clan tags to identify the owner of the team you are about to fight. Okay. This way, saying staying in Platinum tier will rely on your personal arena setup rather than on membership in specific clans. So like I said, if there's a way, if there's a will, there's a way for some players who will try their best to inform their teammates. Like if you see a team with these 4 characters, that's me. I feel like some people might do that. Minotaur's Labyrinth Super Raids. We'll launch Super Raids event and Minotaur's Labyrinth on update 10.6 when it goes live. The feature will function in the same manner it does with other dungeons. Spend twice the energy, earn double the reward in a single run. I did see some information from other content creators as well that when you're in Minotaur's Labyrinth and you're farming, the Minotaur's Labyrinth will finally stop on its own so that you're not wasting precious resources when your heroes hit max masteries for the scrolls. So that's actually really helpful quality of life piece. We're adding a pop-up warning that will inform you if some champions in your Minotaur battle team have maxed out mastery scrolls. So it'll automatically happen. No matter what you do, it'll pop up automatically so you won't waste energy. And if some champions max out their scrolls during multi-battles, the ongoing battle sequence will be stopped, like it said. Quality of life Doom Tower. As of update 10.6, the game will save team presets from previous matching rotations in completed battles, whether you've won or lost. Thank God, because a lot of times if you're in Doom Tower, I don't know why this wasn't implemented long ago, because it currently happens in Cursed City where most of the time your team is stuck there from previous rotations as long as you beat that stage. So they're finally adding this for Doom Tower, which is a great quality of life feature, especially for secret rooms. So now the skill priorities will all remain unchanged. Very strong. Quality of life gear. We are replacing the option to destroy equipped gear for free as opposed to taking it off. Oh. So now we can destroy equipped gear without having to pay for it which is helpful, especially when you're trying to do a full gear cleanse and you're trying to get off all the crappy 5-star or unwanted lower level artifacts or accessories on your account, which can tend to cost hundreds of thousands, even millions upon millions, if you're doing a deep dive gear cleanse. So you're ending up saving about maybe hundreds of thousands, which is really, really helpful. And then you'll be able to do so in a specific champion's inventory or from a gear filter menu. At the moment, sending a champion to the reserve vault will still give you an option to remove or destroy gear instead of selling it, but they're going to fix that in 10.7 update. So that's the only part that won't work when it comes to removing the gear, because it probably, if they probably need more time to make sure that making this update doesn't wreck the game or cause additional bugs. So that makes sense. The filter itself will receive a small adjustment for convenience. You'll be able to view the gear equipped by your champions or the gear currently in storage. Check one or both sub-filters. This way you'll have an easier time of finding what you want to sell. Furthermore, we ensured the select all button functions properly when you filter gear with just the new option. We'll also add a drop-down to filter that allows gears to be sorted by the number of times a specific substat has been improved. When this artifact or accessory levels up, that's going to be big. So if you're looking for your triple roll gear for speed, or your double roll speed, or your single roll speed gear, they needed to add this in like 2-3 years ago. That would have been amazing, but I'm happy they're at least adding it in now. So now it's going to be easier to search for your just single roll speed or no speed rolls on your account. There is a way of doing it currently, but this way might help a little bit more possibly and make it easier to find your faster gear. So that's really nice. Quality of Life Clan Shop, as per popular request, will make it easier to procure relic crafting materials from the clan shop. Rare crafting materials will become available for clans at level 5 and above once you've purchased all Yannica fragments in slot 6. Epic crafting materials will be added to the clan shop rotation for clans level 17 in slot 11, and you can get some glyphs in slot 12. Finally, Basalt will be added to the clan shop rotation in slot 15. Okay, not bad. And then, of course, there's a bunch of miscellaneous things that they fixed. They did siege battles will display notification icons when rebattle attempts are available in captured mana shrines. Another icon will be available to clan leaders and deputies to inform them in case layer or building bonuses were not activated yet. Thank God, because if not, then you're just clicking around, searching in each building, trying to figure it out manually. CVC point multiplier will no longer be displayed once you've reached the points limit for the specific type of objectives. We will also add point multiplier labels in game modes menu to identify any mode, including in the ongoing CVC tournament. That's helpful because a lot of times people don't even go into that area where you can see where the double multiplier points are, and you have to drop down the tabs in CVC menus. I honestly don't go to it very often, I'll be honest, but because I already know where you can get the most points in the game, like in a general sense. But sometimes they do put double points on dungeons that you don't typically farm. So it's nice to know this. That way you can really min-max your rewards and points so you can help your clan more. Requirements for the Win 3 live arena battles. Advanced quest will be reduced to Win 1, thank God. Requirements for Advanced Quest to win 5 battles in Sand Devil Necropolis and Phantom Shogun on stage 15 will also be reduced to 3 battles, which is helpful because that's all your energy. It's 130 energy right there for winning 5 battles. And what happens if you are an earlier gamer, mid-game player, and you sometimes lose battles? That's not helpful at all. The number of quick battles for the Hydra will be increased to 9. Oh, nice. That's huge. Yeah, a lot of times I would try to trial out different heroes in a quick battle team to just see if I can get a higher amount of damage from trialing them out instead of doing a full manual run and trying out that hero. I just like to slot them in and see if they can do more damage than others. So this is nice that we're able to trial a little bit more. That's helpful. Champions who have already reached max level will no longer be visible when you tap select champion in sparring pit. That's good. The list of duplicate champions in the Empower Champions tab of the Guardian Ring will no longer scroll all the way to the beginning if you deselect a chosen champion. Instead, it will remain the same position you scroll down to. Okay, and as of update 10.6, Champion Filter will allow you to set specific value ranges for various stats. So if you want to find champions with a specific range of speed, attack, and so forth, You'll be able to. Okay, that's pretty cool. So if you want to find someone who's like between 300 and 400 speed because you're trying to do some arena fights and battles to find them faster, that's not bad, especially if you want to bring in like a speed booster and you're like, okay, I don't know if which one of my speed boosters is at 300 plus speed or not, or which one of my damage dealers is at 250 plus speed. It's very, very impactful, especially when you're trying to quickly pick your heroes in a live arena battle. So for enable notifications button will be added to the options tab. If you disabled notifications on your device, but then decide you want to enable them for raid, this button will take you directly to the notifications settings. So of course that's just turning them on and off, whatnot. 9 champions will receive AI behavior improvements. Which champions are they though? 9 champions will receive AI behavior improvements. I don't know who those champions are, but I would love to know them because there are a lot of champions that just don't do the right thing, especially when you're in PvE and you're facing off against heroes that place unkillable or block damage on themselves. So champions like Allure or champions that reduce turn meter will keep trying to reduce that hero's turn meter if they're close to full turn meter, but they're at like maybe 15% or less health. And it's like, hey, stop trying to reduce the turn meter. We got to get rid of that stupid unkillable or block damage buff before we can kill him. But you're not allowing us to do so because you keep dropping his turn meter back and wasting time. So, you know, you'll be stuck on that same run for like 4, 5, 6, 10, 20, 30 minutes. You come back to your computer or your cell phone that's sitting around while you're doing auto battles and you're like, damn, that was such a waste of time. So this will be helpful if they're fixing those champions specifically that do that on PvE. That's probably the only thing I can think of right now, but also there are interactions in different dungeons in the game. But let me know which champions you'd like to see have AI fixes. Leave them in the comments down below. I'd love to know your thoughts. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this one. Please subscribe to the channel. If not subscribing, at least give a like and comment down below what your thoughts are on the 10.6 updates. And I'll see you on a video soon. Take care.